we have a start here. Now we're looking. We just announced that Stanford time in their grand final for the lightweight women's four. We're out here now above with the men's lightweight fours. I think this lightweight league has been all about parity this year. You've seen the varsity eights. So many crews have a chance to win at any day in the lightweight ranks. And right now you look down from this view, and Colleen, the separation is barely anything between these 6 crews. We've got from the left-hand side of the screen to the right, Navy, Columbia, Princeton, Penn, Cornell, and Georgetown. Colleen, do we have a leader?
Oh, Steve, a great question. My eye is on Navy, but truly it is so tightly packed in these first several hundred meters. Credit to Penn as well. Penn got out quick, perhaps taking notes from their 8 from what we saw at the Eastern Sprints Championships. But Navy looking very strong. Again, these are the coxed fours. So unlike the fours in the men's lightweight category we saw earlier, you'll now see the little baseball cap, the little head of the coxswain there in the bow loader boats. So they do have a coxswain. They don't have to think about steering. So it's a nice place to be. I think it's Navy, Steve. They look very strong right now.
Yeah, Navy, a reputation for strength in the small boats, in the lightweight ranks for sure. They've had a number of medals here at the IRA in those races. A little bit disappointed to not get to race the lightweight fours last year at the Mercer Lake IRAs in 2018. But right now we've got up Cornell, that strong team from Ithaca looking good. Cornell in lane number 5, challenging Navy for the lead. They're probably the next closest, but those 4 crews in the middle, Columbia, Princeton, Penn, and Cornell, there's not a whole lot separating any of those 4, but Navy with the lead, and the only crew that's dropped back is Georgetown, but those 4 others are right there in the mix for the medals. Navy out front, trying to secure a second gold medal on the day in the lightweight ranks.
Yes, a good push from Cornell in the first quarter of the race. Not necessarily the fastest out of the gate, but Cornell starting to work their way into it. So, Fred, as we move through the second quarter, let us know what you think of Cornell and Navy. It looks like there's a showdown.
Absolutely. Happy to oblige here. Looks like Pennsylvania is trying to make a push as well. And on the other side, looks like Columbia also trying to get some traction and draw back up against these 2 leading crews, Naval Academy and Cornell. Cornell looks very comfortable to me, very good rhythm, very patient. But the Naval Academy has probably a beat higher. I'd say they're a beat higher than the Big Red. And check that. And they attacked it from the get-go. 36, 35 and a half, 36. I think the Big Red is a beat lower. Yeah, 33. So definitely have a lot of gears to go. Columbia making a charge now over on the inside. You can see the white and powder blue colors of their blades starting to come up and challenge Cornell here. So it's Pennsylvania and Princeton side by side for that 4-5 spot, and Georgetown over here, not out of it, but just splash of water, open water behind Penn. Pennsylvania definitely taking a move here, is taking a seat away from Princeton, and they're all coming up just a little bit on Navy. Navy's either just being a little cautious or letting those other crews come back, work their way back in the third 500 here. I would keep my eye on the Big Red. I think they have something to show here. I think they've got a lot of pop left, and Columbia is also really trying to get themselves into position for that last 500. Those 3 crews now are the medalists here as we approach about 6:50 to go. Columbia continues to advance on Navy. They're overlapping now. So I think Columbia is definitely in second. Their bow is on the 2 seat of the Naval Academy. And Big Red, if they take it up, they're going to be challenging for that silver spot too. Navy's led all the way, and but they're being pressed hard now by Columbia. Pennsylvania's gotten away from Princeton, and Pennsylvania's trying to come up to challenge Cornell. Columbia's taking the ring up. Here we go. I'll get ready to turn it over to the finish line tower. But Columbia's challenging Navy. Navy sees it. And Cornell's still hanging on to that bronze spot. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Freddie. I like the race that Columbia is putting together in the second 1,000. Look at them go. They hit the 1,000-meter mark, and they made a decision. Steve and I were chatting while Freddie was talking that they're doing it just so comfortably and with great technical prowess. So Columbia indeed starting to challenge Navy, Steve, with just 250 to go.
Yeah, not a lot of room left, and Navy has some ability to respond now. With that great start and first 1,000, Navy generated that lead. Columbia executing a good second 1,000, and like we talked about, just technically rowing Columbia with a good swing, easy strokes, performing well the whole way down in that second 1,000. But just now, can they lift it? Do they have the strength and power to catch Navy? It's going to be very hard to do because Navy is almost to the finish line. The midshipmen in lane number 1 here. This Navy second level of their team is an excellent crew. So Navy on the lead, the Naval Academy going for that second lightweight medal in the gold medal position. Navy, and we got a battle coming for second, third. Navy, Columbia. Wow, Penn and Cornell very, very close. Penn really coming up there in 250 to go. And we've over the line, all crews through the line there. It was Princeton and Georgetown rounding out that field in the grand final of the lightweight 4. But what a race. Good job by the Naval Academy. That's got to feel great for the midshipmen coming away with a second lightweight win on the day. So Navy, excellent execution of the race plan. And then as we talked about during the race, Columbia just smooth and strong, clipping that boat along, just not quite enough room and space to go and catch Navy at the end.
And our bronze medalists in the men's lightweight 4, Columbia University. Oh, did we mess it up? Just kidding, Cornell, sorry. Can you say your name?
Jules Kramer. Luke Sendelbach.
Rory Henderson.
Alex Coast. Luke Small.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And our silver medalists, Columbia University.
Did I say my name? Lucas Geiger.
Jan Overmeer.
Congratulations.
Yudi Liu.
Congratulations.
George Patterson. Constantino Alcori.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And a round of applause for our bronze and silver medalists in the men's lightweight 4.